Hello, Minecraftians. Welcome back to a new Realm News Flash. I am your host, the Dark Lord, the one who puts the real in Realm and expands your mind one block at a time. Today is October 8th, 2024. I'm recording this on October 7th. I have several topics that I would like to brief you on today. Nothing huge. But Minecraft has been doing some stuff lately, such as new memorabilia promotions, and Hispanic Heritage Month is still going on. And I have something to report on that today as well. So when you are all ready, let's start the news. I shall start with Mojang announcing via Twitter, now X, that on October 11th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Minecraft will be celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month by hosting a Discord stage show, which will feature the Hispanic Heritage Foundation, and Minecraft Marketplace creators will be represented there, along with a Minecraft software engineer. They will be highlighting why Hispanic representation is very important in the gaming industry and wants to help build careers for this community. Next in Realm News, Minecraft has sent out a series of tweets the past week, mostly about new merchandise that they are selling, such as the new Steve chair, new hoodies, and long sleeve shirts are being released with Reebok as well, and Minecraft sent out a tweet in honor of Halloween. The image shows a couple head masks, such as you can get a mask to be a jack-o'-lantern or creeper. I made a tweet over this saying that I would make my first video podcast if I got the jack-o'-lantern head mask. I'll do that for a Realm News Flash if I buy one of those. I think you can get them at Walmart. I was looking it up. I think they're like $12 or something. Well, I don't quote me on that. But my favorite tweet they made was over the Minecraft Pez Dispensers. Those go for about $12. I looked those up, $11.99 to be precise, and you can get those at pez.com. And they are coming out with for that $12, you can get 4 different Pez Minecraft mobs, which are Steve, Alex, the Creeper, and an Enderman. Sorry, they make that plural. I always want to say Enderman. Enderman. They just look really cool, people. I definitely want to get this for my studio. And Pez is just cool to collect. In general, I don't have any. When I was a kid, I used to collect them, but these look amazing. I really want to get them. And I love their advertisements for them, too. I wanted to dive into this just a little bit. Their ad for it that they put out there on Twitter, they're just so odd. This is the second one that I have seen done this way. These ads are an infomercial set, if you will. Like, it is supposed to be an infomercial like you would see like in the 90s, or I'm guessing late 80s to early 90s. I remember these as a kid. Even in the early 2000s, these just weird infomercials everywhere, like Billy Mays. Remember OxyClean? Well, these are kind of like that, and the film is all grainy and whatnot, is very oddly put together. The audience they act really weird. I know it's kind of creepy. The host is really eccentric. I don't know the actors. I tried to look this up. I wanted to find out who made this or what, who they hired to film these mock infomercials and who these actors were, because to me, it seems like a commercial that was directed by Rob Zombie. It just gives me that feel. And it is about and like I'm watching this and it feels like it's just about to break into some weird, crazy horror movie all of a sudden. It reminds me, like House of a Thousand Corpses. I'm trying to think of the title to his other movies, and I'm just drawing a blank all of a sudden. But it gives me that like that quality. Now, let's move on to the Creaking, folks, and get away from that infomercial Pez commercial that that Minecraft released. And let's move on to the Creaking. The Creaking, in my opinion, has been well received in the Minecraft community since its official announcement. People seem to be pleased with this new mob. The Creaking heart and all the other items that go along with this. It's just That's what I feel. I just see that a lot on Twitter, people raving that they love this. I see a few downers that dislike this, but the majority, I feel like they're pleased. And we learned since the Minecraft live event from people in Java playing with the creaking in experimental mode that the creaking scares away illagers. I saw that. I just wanted to announce that because I think that's a really cool game mechanic. And when I mean by scaring away illagers, that means like all the evokers, the crossbow wielding illagers, the ravagers, the Johnnies, etc. This alone has so many implications when it comes to lore in this sandbox game. People are now coming up with amazing theories around this mechanic. Some people are speculating that perhaps the Pale Garden biome has an association with the illagers, also because of their gray skin and because of the way they act around the creaking, their behavior around it, why they flee from it. There has to be something tied there, right? They see their skin being a similar shade to the pale oak trees and the pale moss that hangs from those trees. Perhaps the illagers have a past with this biome. Who knows? And why are they so scared of the creaking? That's a big question that people are speculating off of. I mean, I get it. It's a spooky mob. I would be scared of it too. It creeps up behind you, so why would it be any different for the illagers, right? Now, I will not be telling you my theories on this yet, because I don't really have any legit theories yet. I shall wait until the creaking officially releases and I am able to play with it firsthand. And I always wait. I don't ever, as much as it torments me, I wait until it officially comes out into the vanilla game. I don't ever do the experimental in Bedrock. I just don't. And I don't think it's been released to Bedrock anyways yet. I'm pretty sure it hasn't. So with that said, I do want to say about its release date. We have a little more information on its release date. From a Minecraft.net article that was published on October 2nd, 2024, or last Wednesday, from when I'm recording this, written by the Java team that's titled Minecraft Snapshot 24W40A. They go on to explain that people who play Java can now go and play with the Pale Garden biome, as I just said, in experimental mode, right? As I just said. We get it, Dark Lord. Well, they say in this article, in order to get to that experimental mode to play with the Pale Garden, you have to click on the Winter Drop button. That's what they say. Winter Drop button, people. Winter Drop, the name in itself, gives us an apparent hint to the general time frame or the general time of the year that the Pale biome, the Creaking Heart, and the new Pale Wood set will officially release into the overworld, which I want to go on and tell you, winter officially starts here in the United States on December 21st. I'm pretty sure that's probably with the whole entire Northern Hemisphere, but I'm just saying in the United States, I know for certain it's on December 21st. And during that live event, they said it would be released this year, which I'm assuming this year being 2024, right, people? Makes logical sense, unless I misheard it, that event, while I was watching it. But that's what I heard. And so based off that logic, I'm going to make a new prediction. Since my Halloween prediction was totally wrong, I originally said I think they're going to release the Creaking and the Pale Garden biome and all that. I thought in the back of my head they would say bundles to Christmas, but I thought like the Pale Garden biome and the Creaking Heart would be released around Halloween, because in the past they like to release stuff during Halloween, I've noticed. And that being the Creaking being a creepy mob, a creepy hostile mob, that just made sense to me. But I was way off, totally wrong, sorry. But I'm making a new prediction, and I'm guessing that it will drop between December 21st and New Year's Eve this year. And I'm talking about the Creaking, the Pale Garden, and the Woodset, and everything associated with that biome. But I've been wrong before, people. My predictions are usually based off their past history of releases, as I said. Mojang has released updates in the month of December in the past, such as the release of Fireworks for New Year's Eve, which came out in the Snapshot 12W49A on December 7th, 2012. So we shall wait and see, folks. As I have said, the Minecraft community seems to enjoy these new drops and drop format. However, there have been some criticisms that I've seen personally on Twitter. I've noticed that quite a few people are not enjoying the Pale Garden generating on mountains. I guess that is where they're generating at. People would rather it be generated like a dark forest at lower elevations. I can see why people would want this at lower elevation. It does not seem to be a fitting biome at high altitudes, such as on a mountain. Also, people are wanting to see the pale oak trees be redesigned some, specifically to look more like a willow tree. And they want it, from what I've read on Twitter, they want a darker shade of leaves, I believe, is what I've been seeing a lot of people saying, wanting darker leaves. And also the pale oak saplings. I saw somebody compare. The pale oak saplings look like willow trees, but the adult trees look very regular. They have very straight limbs and trunks. They don't have that willowy look to them, the adults. And I would have to agree with that, with their sentiment there. The sapling does not portray the adult version. And I would also like to see it become more willow looking. If they're going to make changes before its release, as they want our community feedback, I think making the trees resemble willow trees would make sense if they're going to do that. I'm overall content with everything. They could probably just throw it in the game and I'd be happy as a clam. But if they are going to make some changes, just like a little, like redesigns, little ones, yeah, make it more like a willow tree, because it would also fit that Spanish moss look that they're aiming for, that pale moss that they put in there. They said during the event that they were aiming, or they got their inspiration from the Spanish moss, which it does look a lot like that. So I think having the willow tree look would complement the moss as well, and it would just make more logical sense and be aesthetically pleasing. Also, one last thing I have seen mentioned on Twitter is that people would really enjoy seeing fog envelop this biome. People are really pushing for it. I have seen polls going around Twitter on this topic, and now I will state my opinion on this. I do enjoy fog, but I do not think it should be implemented into the Pale Garden, because that would just render visibility to nothing almost. The purpose of the pale moss, which hangs off the pale oak trees, is to reduce the visibility. The moss itself. I do not think adding fog amongst all the trees and pale moss would be a good idea. I think it would become a bit blinding. The visibility would be just too poor and would diminish the experience of this biome, in my opinion. Now, I have seen people suggest maybe add fog to certain weather conditions for that biome, which I'm not against that. I think a variation in atmosphere would be nice altogether. With that said, that wraps up what I have on the news for this week, folks. Now, let's talk a bit about this Thursday's new Realm News episode. Realm News this Thursday will be releasing its second creepy themed episode. This week's episode is covering the Ghast and the Catacombs under Paris. I chose the Ghast because it is truly bizarre and, to be honest, a very frightening mob to come across. It is one of the oldest mobs in the game and is an original member of the Nether ecosystem. I learned quite a bit about the Ghast and I read a bunch of theories over it. You will want to tune into this episode if you like theories, because I am presenting Realm News' first Theory Time segment. I am not replacing Poll Time. Nope. But it will be replaced this Thursday with Theory Time. There, we will hear from the Minecraftians themselves. You will hear theories like the Soul Cloud theory or Squid theory and a couple more. Also, there will be a bunch of very intriguing facts that go with the Ghast in this episode. Did you know that you can bat a fireball that a Ghast shoots at you right back at it to kill it? You can hit that thing back like a baseball. Did you also know that ghasts were originally not supposed to be in the nether? Tune in and find out where they were supposed to be. And there is many more fun facts that go with those two that I gave you. I will also be presenting you the Paris Catacombs, a truly spooky place that has nothing in common with the Minecraft ghast. I chose it simply because it is Halloween and the catacombs are just creepy. Did you know that 6 million individual skeletons are entombed in the catacombs? And that noise does not carry down there? Due to the limestone walls and the depth of the catacombs, it absorbs all sound. No one can hear your screams. Just wanted to give you a couple creepy facts about the catacombs just to get you excited for this Thursday. And that is pretty much all I have to say on ghasts and catacombs for today. You will all have to tune in this Thursday to hear the rest. You can find Realm News wherever you enjoy listening to podcasts. Same with Realm News Flash. With that said, folks, that wraps up this week's Realm News Flash. I hope you all enjoyed getting caught up on the latest Minecraft news. I wish you all happy crafting, and I will see you all this Thursday. The Dark Lord, signing out. Hello, Minecraftians. Thank you so much for listening to Realm News. It means the world to me that you enjoy the show that much that you tune in every week to hear how I put the real in Realm and expand your mind one block at a time. Well, if you really enjoy this podcast and want to express it further, then you can contribute by simply following the show by clicking that follow button, or write a review and rate the show, or do all three of those. I love the feedback, and that would help me get to my goal of 100 followers. You can even go a step further by making a monetary donation to support the show by going to bio.link/realmnews, all lowercase. Again, that's bio.link/realmnews. And click on that Ko-Fi button and buy me a coffee. Truly, $1 helps so much, people. It really does. With the equipment I bought for the podcast, and I pay for a subscription to put out my content through Twitter, and I'm trying to get the presence of the show to grow. If you could just hit the follow button, that means the world to me, and leave a review, please. And if, like I said, if you just want to go a step further and give me a monetary donation, that would help so much with the coffee that gets me through all the research that I do to put into the show. It's all appreciated, truly. And as I said, if you don't want to donate monetarily, just hit the follow. I just want to make this show the biggest and best it can be for you all. And I thank you all so much, truly, and I'll see you all at Realm News.